Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is time for you and me to get back to work, and that's exactly what we are going to do. So, it is Monday, August 9th, 2021. Let's start off with this. Right now, as I am doing this video blog, stock futures are lower, pointing towards a lower open for the market. Trading doesn't start for about 35 minutes. The driver here is crude. Crude oil is getting hit yet again. But let's put this into perspective. What a run higher we've had in crude recently. We need a pullback, no doubt about it. The stock market is frankly stupid and needs a drop. Are we going to get it? If we do, it will get bought up. There's just no doubt about it. I mean, we just hit a record high with regard to the market on Friday. Look, this is what I'm going to say, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. When crude oil falls like this, we've seen it take a hit over the last few days. Invariably, people, we start to hear about events like, for example, airstrikes, some type of a false flag, a refinery fire, a pipeline attack. They do this over and over and over again. The big secret you're not supposed to know, and you all know this that follow this blog, is crude oil is the lifeblood of the military-industrial complex. It's the lifeblood of the market. Watch what's going to happen today with regard to the energy sector and the financial sector. Most people have no idea how leveraged investment banks are in crude oil. They are loaded up on crude oil. So they are betting that it's going to go higher. And, look, they're part of the twisted system that we have going on here. So expect a false flag event, some kind of thing that'll prop up crude. Because without crude oil moving higher, the market can't go anywhere. Remember, you need four things, people, for this market to make gains. 10-year yield, you need to be stable. Right now, 10-year yield 1.28. I mean, what a ride we have had with regard to the 10-year yield lately. If the 10-year yield stays where it is, this is good. Okay, that's fine. Dollar right now is slightly weaker. So we got two things that are good so far this morning. We got 10-year yield, 1.28, a weaker dollar. Let's move forward here. Crude oil taking a hit, there's a missing link to the four things that we need to happen for this market to go higher. And the Fed's balance sheet inflating, hyperinflating, that is also going on right now. So out of the four links, one is missing. So with that said, you can expect the market more than likely to fall under pressure unless they turn crude around. Or if it stabilizes. Look, the market likes to see $70 crude. Let's just put a number on it. We're about $68 right now. I mean, it's nothing dramatic going on here, but that's what the market wants. And that's what the energy sector needs. That's what the investment banks need for them to get in here and start buying. Period. The end. So you got a handle on this, all of you that follow this blog. So keep your eyes open for some kind of false flag event. That scares me. It really does, because it's not just about, it's about people, and they'll kill anyone. Literally, they will kill anyone to keep crude propped up. They'll do things that you can't even believe. Crude oil, and I've gone over this before, has no business being where it is, people. The real true price for crude oil right now, based on demand, based on my own research, and I study this constantly, is under $20 a barrel. Under $20 a barrel. The rest of this is just propped up. So I want you to think about that. Anyway, the story is pretty simple, like I said. Record high for this market Friday. Okay. You would expect maybe a little bit of a pullback, but let's see what they pull off today. Let's move forward here. I already covered the 10-year yield. I covered the dollar. Let's move on to cryptocurrencies, which are getting a bit higher across the board. People, Mark my words right here and right now. We are going to see new record highs for Bitcoin and the other big cryptos within a relatively short period of time. It's going to happen, so just be ready for it. Take advantage of what I am saying to you if you are so inclined. However, do your own research. Remember what I always tell you. The crypto space is not for everyone. You got to have a very high risk tolerance, and never, ever play with cash you cannot afford to lose. All right, so that's just the way that is. If you play with scared money in anything, whether you're buying precious metals, whether you're buying stocks, derivatives, I don't care. If you're playing with scared money, you're going to make mistakes. So never, ever play with scared money. All right, let's move on. Gold and silver took a bad beating Friday, and they're under pressure right now as well. Look, embrace these things. Like I always tell you, we know the game. We know who's doing it, period, the end. The price of precious metals, in my view, is right up there with the most rigged part of this market, which is the debt market. Okay, we all know that. I think you do if you follow this blog here. There's no price discovery mechanism whatsoever. You got the derivative pulling the hard asset along with it's completely upside down. It's JP Morgan. They are dumping paper gold, paper silver onto the market in epic amounts. And again, everybody knows who it is. Everybody. It's no secret. If you're a Wall Street person, you know who's doing it. The commodities exchange is well aware of it. They don't care. It's the Wall Street super bank. JP Morgan has enormous power, and they can do whatever they want to do with no risk of anything. Again, they've paid fines, large fines for this. They've been caught red-handed over and over again. Doesn't matter. They continue to rig the price of metals, and they will continue to do this. And it's a buying opportunity, people. It's a buying opportunity. We understand the hyper bubble that we have in debt. It's about to get much worse. Debts and deficits in ballooning stage. The U.S. debt to GDP ratio out of freaking control. There is no economic recovery whatsoever. All we're doing is hyperinflating the debt. And there's going to be a terrible price to pay for this. You all know that. All right, people, so look, I think I covered a lot of stuff here for you. Very important video. Watch for a false flag. I'm going to say it again. Watch for a false flag event to occur relatively soon. And let's see how that affects crude oil and the markets. It's always the same. All right. Love you a lot. Please share the video. Get it out there. See you at the end of the day.